Hey guys, welcome back into episode 9 of Sober in the South. Today we kind of celebrating a little bit the fact that we are now a little bit over, about 10 days over 4 months into our journey, and we are still kicking it. I want to give you a little bit of full disclosure. I did have an opportunity where we went on a destination wedding, and I started to struggle a little bit. And didn't cave, but I did struggle. So just kind of dealt with that. And I want to talk about that for a few minutes tonight, as well as just kind of touch base with where I'm at with it, and give you guys an idea of where you may be at with it, 120 days later, somewhere in that vicinity. And, just little updates here and there. So we'll get going on that. So first, let's talk about what happened when I went to a destination wedding. So we went, and I was concerned the whole time because the group of people we were going with did drink for the most part. Not everyone, but for the most part they did drink, and we were in environments where people were drinking. So knowing that ahead of time, I really first prepared myself, but then second, I was really concerned about it because I've said it from the beginning. My goal is that I don't want to drink today. That's my goal. I want to get through today and see where life goes from there. And I want to wake up tomorrow and I want to say, I don't want to drink today. So there's not this inevitable time frame of I'm never going to drink again. I've really chosen not to say that because I've said it so many times in the past, first of all. And two, because I don't want to put that stress on myself to say that forever you'll never be able to do something. I don't think it's as much that I want to drink as much as it is just just my own personality going, well, you can't tell me what to do. So I take it day by day right now. And when we got there, check-in was quite crazy. The hotel was just really far behind, having some computer issues, struggling a little bit, and we were checking in, and because I was sober, because I wasn't drinking, I was pretty calm about the whole thing. But once we checked in, one of the things that the manager did was offer us a handful of tickets for the in-hotel bar to go get drinks with. Well, the moment that happened, my eyes just kind of lit up and just, well, here we go. How can I turn this down? There's free drinks all over the place here. So let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Maybe now's the time I decide that I can have a drink. So went to the bar, ordered my wife her favorite drink, and then I ordered myself a margarita because, I didn't want a beer because beer's the problem. Of course, that's what I tell myself. So got the margarita, sat down at the table, and man, I just couldn't do it. I sat there and I sat there and I stared at that drink, and at one point I even picked it up and I sat there. And I thought to myself, why do you want to drink this? Well, why don't you want to drink it? And there was about a 10-15 minute discussion in my own head on the pros and the cons. And I sat there, and really what ultimately became the reality was what I told myself was that if you do this, you don't know where your night will end. If you don't do it, you don't know where your night will end, but at least you'll be in control of it. And that was it. I just sat there and stared at it and finally just kind of pushed it away, went back up to the bar, used one of those tickets to grab a Coke, and sat down and enjoyed my Coke. And that was great. I mean, we sat outside, we had a good time with my wife, which ultimately she didn't drink her drink either because she doesn't actually like to drink. So for her, it's a lot easier to deal with. as our afternoon kind of goes on, I've got this whole slew of tickets, and I just start handing them out to people. And by the end, I'd handed a group of tickets to this young guy that was buying all of his friends drinks. So, he was kind of the person of the party now. So, and he was excited about it. So, whatever it is that you enjoy, that's great. So, but for me, I was really glad that I was able to just step back and go, no, this isn't what I want right now. Like, it doesn't matter, like, what's going on. This isn't what I want right now. And the rest of the weekend, it was very easy. The wedding reception, everything. There was never even a question. Once I got over that hurdle, it was so easy. The rest of the time there was so easy. Since that time, I have been to one event where we meet at a bar and everybody drinks, and there was me and another individual that doesn't drink, and we just enjoy the time. Had a great time. We've had 2 other outdoor events that we went to where drinking's not the requirement, but it is the norm. And, we're just able to enjoy being there. And it's so nice to just enjoy being there. So, that's where I'm at in regards to not drinking and any battles I've had with it. So now I want to touch base on a little bit more of the area of where I'm at with 4 months later. And one thing that I do wake up right now and kind of realize that, hey, there's no party. There's no party for you when you're no longer drinking at 4 months or 120 days or whatever you want to call it. Now it's just waking up and having a sense of normalcy in your life. And that's great. As I say that, I'm also the kind of person that in my life, I need more than that. I need to be more than just normal. Like, there's no fun in just waking up and drinking water in the morning and water in the afternoon and water at night and just being mundane all day, every day. So I'm just not that person. Now, it doesn't mean that in lieu of the water, I need alcohol. It just means I've got to do something to keep me motivated, to keep me moving. And I will say that it is a lot easier when I wake up in the morning and I'm not hungover. When I can be doing something late in the afternoon or in the evening and I'm not drunk. Like, I can literally go from one thing to the next. And by all standards, all of those wrap around the fact that now I can go get on my motorcycle and go riding anytime I want. And that's such a great feeling to know that I can just get up and go, and that I'm clear, and that if my sister calls me out of nowhere frustrated about her job and she wants to just sit and talk, I can have a conversation with her that is a quality conversation. When my daughter calls me at 9 o'clock at night and says, hey, what's going on? It's not me waking up the next morning going, man, I didn't even know she called. So, those are great things to have. The other thing that I really want to touch on that has really moved in my life is volunteering. And it's something I want to spend a couple of moments on here. If you're going through attempting to be sober, what I want to tell you right now is probably one of the most beneficial things, that beyond the fact that you have to make your own personal decision to stop drinking. That's number one, okay? But one of the best things you can do, or that I have been able to do, is volunteer my time. I make every effort I can to go downtown on a weeknight and go volunteer giving out food to the homeless, that after church hours, that when we find things to do, I love the opportunity to go help people in our community. This week I'm actually taking a trip down to a remote part of our state where we're going to be helping people that are less fortunate with us in regards to, just helping them get their house in order, helping them do small repairs, helping do repairs in the community, those types of things. And I'm going to tell you, the longer I go, the more that touches my heart. I don't know a better way to say it, but I was talking with a group of guys that were at the church the other day that are in a recovery house, and they asked me, what is it that we can do that can help us? And that was the first thing that came to my mind, and really the only thing that came to my mind was you need to give your time. Give your time and give your heart to someone else to help them. And you will gain so much from that. And it will feel so much better than going out and getting drunk. Like the euphoria from it. And it's not it's not a self-centering feeling. It's just a really good feeling. And I don't do it to make myself feel better. I do it because I want to do it. But man, that is a great side effect to know that, like, you're helping your own people in your own community. And most of these people have trouble. They have depression. They have isms in their life, whether it be alcoholism, just name an ism. They have addiction problems. I have addiction problems. There's nothing in my life that I'm not addicted to as I go hard at it. So, it's nice to go down there and just be able to have a conversation with someone that you can actually be real with them. You can look them in the eyes and that it's not easy. And that you can be there to let them talk, and you understand what they're saying. And most importantly, they know that you understand what they're saying, and they know that you're listening to them. And a lot of times you don't even have to say a lot. You can just tell it, And so when you ever have that opportunity, get out and go do that. That's the number one thing I can say to you to do that will help you. So, enough on that area. So, if you have any more questions about that, just jump on the Facebook and message me in that Facebook page on Sober in the South, and I'll give you any information you want. I have actually looked up different things on how to do outreach in different areas, so feel free to contact me, and we can definitely get into some of that. So, beyond that, that's really about it. I'm not doing bad with it, man. I'm loving it. I feel like every day I feel a little bit more disconnected from drinking. I can say honestly, it's not a day-to-day thing anymore. I don't think about it day to day. I can also say that I don't have that burning desire to want to go drink at any given time anymore. And that's pretty amazing. I will say that sometimes the idea comes up and it's there, but it's never that hard pressed. You have to do it. And there's never that voice in your head that is just nagging you until you do it. And for those that are in that situation, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And this is me telling you there is a point where that stops. So, if you're not there yet, keep pushing on that and keep pushing that urge down and away. And I promise you it will subside. So that's really about it for now. We're going to make an opportunity to get a couple more to get a couple more podcasts in the next few weeks. So if you like it, make sure you like the page and go ahead and download and listen to the rest of them. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.